But I mean, you know, despite the failed opening, andreyy is still kind of in this. I mean, he's still behind, I'd say, but he just needs to turtle up a little bit and, you know, do what Terrans do: turtle up, mass up to 200 mech, and then just roll the Protoss over. That's what Terrans do best, and that is what he can do to come back in this game, or to win this game rather. Meanwhile, it looks like dOTY's just going to expand again. I think it's a wise choice. I mean, he knows that andrey's probably not going to move out too soon. He's got a couple of high Templars. And oh, looks like he's got an Arbiter already, but not making one because he doesn't have enough gas. One of his bases is a mineral only, so he's actually only operating off of 2 gas right now. Yeah, look at that, instantly taking the 3rd gas as well. And we do have some vultures heading to the top left. Are they actually going to go all the way to the main or not? Looks like dOTY going to try and pylon wall this. Is this going to be a time? I don't know what these vultures are doing. They look really confused. Okay, looks like he's going to send 1 vulture, so that's actually going to deny this 4th. So, andreyy, doing a good job. Doing a good job. What are the upgrades like? Looks like no upgrades for either player. Does dOTY actually not even have a forge? It looks like dOTY doesn't even have a forge. Oh, just as I say that, he's got double forges. And it looks like in vultures, though, they might get surrounded. Vulture's gonna get surrounded. Uh-oh. Nope, they escaped. Meanwhile, these vultures at the top gonna get taken down. Oh, a little bit of queuing going on. Don't really like that. We have a dropship. What's in it? 2 tanks, or rather 2 vultures and a siege tank. Do we have any upgrades though? We need some upgrades. Okay, looks like +1 is on the way. He's getting another command center. Probably going to float that to the 6 o'clock. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7? That is 7. 7 factories. Meanwhile, some more vultures just waiting to pounce on unsuspecting probes. There are 2 cannons here. I don't know if that matters to gas or not. Looks like he just pokes in there, doesn't see anything, and here comes the dropship. But it looks like it actually got spotted by dOTY. I guess this observer must have seen it. He's got observers all over the place, so nice positioning. And meanwhile, andreyy continuing to try and do some harassment with his vultures, moving in here, and while vultures go on the other side, trying to do some multitasking. But it looks like dOTY's army is just very well positioned, so not really going to let that happen. Meanwhile, dOTY's actually leapt forward to over a 50 supply lead right now. But you know, as I said, andreyy can just kind of turtle up, and you know, he's not out of it yet. Meanwhile, this dropship's just going to chill for a bit. Looks like goons somehow stacked themselves. Spider mines, vulture patrolling, and the command center's floating out. So andrey's actually keeping base with dOTY on bases. Wait, did I say that right? Keeping pace. Yeah, keeping pace with dOTY on bases. Ha. So you know, basically, I mean, he kind of gets his 4th base up as dOTY's just taking his 5th. So you know, I think that's kind of probably why he's falling behind in supply a little bit, because he's just spending more of his money on expanding. But I think it's a good idea. I think it's fine. dOTY, is he going for recall? No, he's going for stasis first. So andreyy won't even have to deal with recall for quite some time. Does he even have any recall defense? Looks like he doesn't really have any recall defense, but yeah, he doesn't have to really worry about that anyway. So it looks like we're actually just going to go to a very long split game PvT, despite the extremely aggressive opening from both players. Really, the 2 fact followed by crazy attacks from dOTY. It looks like now both players are just content to sit back and play passively. I mean, andrey's kind of forced into that situation, but dOTY is just making the decision right now. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna have the macro advantage. I don't really need to attack him anymore, and yeah, I guess that's fine. So it looks like the double upgrades are going. Some cannons being made. Is he just going to take this mineral only? Now, my one issue right now... Oh, he's taking the 3 o'clock. My one issue for dOTY right now is that he needs a lot more gateways. Like, I hope he starts pumping gateways, because now he's maxed. He can make more bases, but what he really needs are gateways, so that when the Terran, you know, maxed out, you know, 2-2 or whatever upgrade push comes, Pro getting taken out by the way, then he can, you know, it's very unlikely that he'll stand up in a straight up fight at that point. So what he needs to do is be able to remax like instantly. And looks like he's just gonna kill an observer because he's an observer hater. I'm pretty sure that was a hate crime. It seems that he's actually killed a lot of his own units because he was at like 188 supply suddenly for some reason. Meanwhile, looks like he's going to go down here and deny Terran this expo. Was he even thinking about taking it? There's no command center, so it looks like it's fine. And looks like he's going to move out again. He's going to be a little bit careful. If andreyy gets all the bases on the south side, it's actually going to be very difficult to deal with. You know, split map PvT is quite risky. And I didn't see him get recalled, but perhaps he has it already. He's got one Arbiter moving out suspiciously. I think it was spotted by the barracks, but I'm not sure. And he is grouping up his units, so I believe this is a recall. It's going to get spotted by the SCV as well. Where are the units? So there's a lot of mines here. And it looks like andreyy is actually pushing out, so this recall could be perfectly timed if it doesn't lose all the units to mines. And it right into the mineral line. And andreyy's units are nowhere near to defend this. However, this could be a great push timing because that means there's a lot of units here that are not with the main army, but the siege tanks are not sieged. Where's the storm? Great storm! Where's the EMP? Oh my god, those storms on so many siege tanks, but it looks like dOTY actually doesn't have enough units, and he doesn't have the gateways up yet. He looks like he's just getting the gateways up. How many gateways does he have? He needs to remax. Look at this, the push is coming. The 1-1 Terran push, they're actually both 1-1. And it looks like andreyy is going to lose this base. Most of the units have been taken out. andreyy might even lose some of these depots. I don't think it matters too much. No, I think he actually might even save the command center, though. And suddenly, dOTY could be in a little bit of trouble. This is the power of Terran right here. Just the invincible push. However, it looks like he's yet again leaving his tanks a little bit unsieged, but now he sieges up, and oh man, there's only Dragoons, there's no Zealots. A nice stasis on 4 siege tanks, though. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. Where are the rest of the units? More siege tanks in the back. He needs to bring them forward a little bit, but it looks like with only Dragoons, the siege tanks will be enough. An EMP on the Arbiter, even though it already used the stasis. dOTY's units cleaning up to 6 o'clock, but the push, I don't know. It looks like the push is getting halted here. As the push loses units, it's funny because the way the Terran army works, it doesn't like the strength of the army doesn't decrease linearly with the army size, if that makes sense. Basically, like, you know, in mid to small numbers, the Terran army is actually extremely weak, but it's when they get to the near max state that they actually get exponentially more powerful. Oh, busting out the nerdiness. I'm Asian, guys. I'm sorry. I just had to bring in some math. Anyway, so andreyy, I think, actually is going to be a little bit of trouble. I thought dOTY might have been in trouble, but oh! Nice mines right there. And there goes the Terran push. So, I mean, andreyy, he at least saved the command center. I think he did. But he lost his entire army, and dOTY's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gateways. Pumping units. So he can get units out 24 supply at a time. You know, it looks like he has taken down the Vulture that was blocking his expo up there. And is only just now sending guys to 3 o'clock, actually. He actually needs to split these guys up to the bottom as well. Things, once again, looking pretty grim for andreyy. For a second there, I thought he might have had it. That would have been a crazy comeback if he just won with that push. But, well, I guess we're going to see some more action here. dOTY's got to not do this. One EMP is actually going to take all these guys out. Meanwhile, dOTY is mined out his main, pretty much his natural. So dOTY's kind of on 2.5 bases right now. I'm going to call this half base. Whereas andreyy, main's gone, natural's kind of gone. Winner only is half base. So yeah, andrey's like on 1.5-ish bases. Anyway. Oh, is he going to lose his barracks? Nope, we do have a push out here. This feels a little bit risky. He does have 2-1 now, but dOTY is at 2-2. And he's got to siege up. He has to actually siege up right now. Okay, he sieges up. He needs to lay some mines. He needs an EMP. He actually needs just everything to go perfectly for him right now. That is a lot of Zealots moving in. The Arbiters are not getting EMP. dOTY wisely keeping them in the back, and it looks like he won't even need the Arbiter spells. He's got to split them up, though. A nice EMP hits 2 of the Arbiters, misses the 3rd one. A stasis on those 2 siege tanks, but it doesn't even matter. dOTY just wiping the floor with the Terran army. Oh my goodness. He's now almost maxed again, and andreyy down to 114 supply. It looks like dOTY has got this game locked down. But we do have a dropship moving to the 12 o'clock. I think he's going to drop it up here. Can he actually siege the minerals from here? I think he might be able to. That'd be a nice position for him. Meanwhile, dOTY is just making sure that Terran hasn't taken another expansion here. A lot of mines being made, but I mean, basically he's only got spider mines as his defense. dOTY can actually just like run a couple of Zealots through that minefield and clear it, and then just go in. Another probe heading to the top. It seems that... Yep, he's just going to try and take this natural. Going to do a bit of a wall with the pylons, and careful with the dropship. Yeah, looks like he's going to siege up there. Now, I think that ranges... Yes, it does. That's going to be a little bit annoying, but I mean, not too much. Looks like he actually made a mistake and grabbed 2 of the gas probes, so now he's only mining with 1 guy on there. But he's going to clean that up promptly. He's actually going to just go mass arbiter and kill it. Lol, lol. Hey, look, let's just fly through the Protoss army. That's a good idea. I don't know why the dropship went that way and like not that way. Anyways, andreyy is getting his supply back up, but I mean he has to secure another base soon. And oh, it looks like he's actually going to build the command center in a bit of a hidden location. Just going to float it up there. It's quite interesting. But dOTY's actually just going to double expand. I mean, he's maxed. He's got a lot of money in the bank, so he can just expand and build gateways and kind of do whatever he wants. I would like him to build a few more gateways. Looks like he has added 1 more. A bit of a hectic pylon placement here in the main, but you know, it's not a big deal. And this is a big deal, though. Keeping these arbiters clumped like this is, like, I don't want to say it's like a novice mistake, because obviously, you know, dOTY's a very good player. He's not like a random, you know, newbie Protoss, but this is a really, really basic mistake to have these arbiters clumped like this. So I mean, I'm assuming they're actually just on the same control group. That's why that's happening. If he just splits them into different control groups, they won't actually do that. So that's not ideal. And I mean, this kind of mistake is actually something that can actually cost you the game, because if the Terran gets 1 good EMP off and you lose all your spell casting abilities, then your pure Zealot Dragoon is not going to be a maxed out Terran. So he can actually just roll you if you don't have stasis, and then you're just a very sad Protoss bear with no stasis and no army and nothing. However, andreyy is deciding to give away some free vultures because he's very kind. I guess it's also almost Christmas. He's like in the festive spirit. Well, it's not actually almost Christmas, but wait a minute, what's going on here? Whoa, what is going on here? Looks like we got some vultures in the main. They're not actually doing anything though. Like, these arbiters is gonna go kill them. Why are there 3 arbiters in the main anyway? I don't even know. Why are they not with the army? Are those the actual... No, see, he's got the 3 arbiters over here, and then he's got 3 arbiters over here. He's actually going to clean up the vultures with just arbiters. Lol. Lol, 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 lol. So, yes, there is the gateway explosion that I wanted to see. Very, very nice. So... Now it's kind of... I think what's going to happen is there's going to be 1 more big push from andreyy, and dOTY's going to crush it, and then that's going to be GG. So that's my prediction of the game. I mean, andreyy has made 2 more command centers to float out, but yeah, dOTY's kind of got too much stuff now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gateways up here, plus the original 12. I think 13 now. Makes 22 gateways? 22 gateways? I think something like that. Either way. So here's the move out from andreyy. Looks like he's going to try and secure the 9 o'clock, as well as the... Oh, looks like he's actually trying to float it to the bottom right main to take a hidden expansion, but dOTY's going to have none of that. However, the 9 o'clock does seem to be safe. Looks like dOTY was just positioning defensively. And what happened?